Also, real quick, I know I said I was gonna give you guys a break, but man, a lot of these guys that just bulk up, they look stiff and they move stiff. Again, no offense. I'm just saying, like, when we're looking at it from the standpoint of what women find attractive, which we all know that the modern woman is hypersexual. Not saying it's a bad thing if she knows how to control herself, but when they're surveying these different guys and they're looking at these bulkier guys, those dudes are just moving stiff. Whenever you guys are moving around, whenever we're doing, our bodies are moving in natural, rhythm. It's not like anything looks forced or uh, militaristic. You know what I'm saying? Like they're walking in cadence. Nah, man. Like we just be chilling. And when you have that natural flow and rhythm, women, they like to just come up with stuff and build lore in their heads. You know what I'm saying? They like to just like think to themselves like, I wonder what that kind of motion would be in the bedroom. I wouldn't lie to you. You know what I mean? And it's common knowledge. It's common knowledge. But when you're an extremely attractive masculine man, the rugged, popular loner with these aesthetics, man, when you know that lean is law, lean is king, and you understand that body game can put you in the game. You know what I'm saying? Body game can, you know what I'm saying, really elevate yourself. You might not even know if you're handsome or not until you lose the weight, the jawline starts forming. You know what I'm saying? You start looking like a whole different person. As a man, this is where it's at. Now, if you bulk, who's to say that you're gonna lose the fat in your face? And even if you kind of do, it's still going to be round in some type of way. It's not going to be as lean and chiseled, right? And like I said, being stiff, most guys that are, kind of, bigger, like bodybuilders, they're really not doing calisthenics. And calisthenics, the body weight exercises, that's where it's at. That helps for your longevity. I'm a firm believer that the lean look is a more healthy, youthful look. So the overall presentation will give the aesthetic of a more youthful look. You know what I'm saying? Like, regardless of your age, it's just the way that you're built. You don't seem like because a lot of times, you get older, you start getting wider, bigger, regardless if it's a bulkier build, it's still what I'm saying, a sign of age. Whereas if you're lean, you still got the cuts, man. You know what I mean? You still got the V taper, and it's always going to make things look better. Your muscles going to look more defined. um you're gonna be more ripped. Your clothes, like I said, your clothes will fit better than the last one. You be moving normal. You won't be real stiff or anything like that. I mean, guys, you understand what I'm saying. You understand what I'm saying. So remember, I'm not gonna hold y'all, but lean is law, lean is king. You guys, body game is everything. Women will never admit it. They'll never tell you that, oh, we find y'all as attractive as y'all find us or more, but the proof is in the pudding. Women are always talking about us whenever we're stepping away from dating and we're focusing on ourselves. Women are focused on us and what we're doing and blaming us for focusing on ourselves, calling us selfish. Selfish. We're not in a relationship with none of them. We're doing what we're supposed to be doing, but it bothers them that we're not chasing them. So, they're watching us grow and they wish that we would reach out, but we all know that we do not approach. That's not something we do over here. We don't approach. We allow for them to approach us. We create the space for them to feel comfortable enough to approach us. And any woman has a problem with that, calling it sass or anything like that, she's super toxic masculine. Guarantee you. Guarantee you. But anyway, y'all, it's long enough. Do me a favor. Go ahead and subscribe. Hit that like button. You guys share the live stream. And also drop a comment. I want to know what you think. Do you agree? Do you think that these guys running around, run around bulking up? Do you think that they're looking stiff and whatnot? And that's something that women look at whenever they're trying to decide who they want to pick. Or am I just, blowing smoke? You know what I'm saying? Or would you agree? Would you agree that lean is law, lean is king, and it's more universal? You have, way more spectrum whenever you're lean. You know what I'm saying? As far as getting women, outfits fitting, photos not coming across or, you know, um, like what I'm looking for. Not aggressive, but it's like this dominating figure that might intimidating. That's what I'm looking for. You have a less intimidating appearance because, we're lean, right? Now after a good pump, of course, but we're lean, so that factors in. Believe it or not, it really does. Women think about that kind of stuff. They already feel like we're, stronger than them. So if you're like too big, it's just they're not, you know what I'm saying? They're never gonna feel safe. But that's my thoughts on it. Anyway, appreciate y'all. Love and light. I'm your brother, and I'm out.
It's on mute. Hey, hold on. Bitch, be quiet. Lot of niggas fake, so I'm moving in silence.